Have you ever walked through a forest or driven down a country road and suddenly stopped? You see them, a pair of big dark eyes staring back at you from the edge of the trees. It's a deer, one of nature's most graceful and widespread animals. These creatures are true survivors, found all over our planet. They are often quiet and shy, moving like ghosts through the landscape, but when you get a chance to observe them, you realize just how incredible they are. They represent a wildness that still exists right in our own backyards, reminding us that nature is always close by if we just take a moment to look. Their gentle presence has captivated humans for thousands of years, making them a symbol of the untamed beauty of the natural world. Deer are much more than just pretty animals to look at. They are a vital part of the ecosystems they inhabit, playing a crucial role in the health of forests and fields. Think of them as nature's gardeners. Their actions, from what they eat to where they roam, shape the world around them in surprising ways. For so many people, seeing a deer is their first real connection to wildlife. It's an experience that can spark a lifelong passion for nature and conservation. Today, on August 23, 2025, let's take a journey into their world. We're going to explore what makes these animals so special, from their amazing bodies to their complex social lives. So, come on, let's go on an adventure to understand these silent watchers of the woods. The story of the deer is a story of adaptation and resilience. These animals have managed to thrive in a huge variety of environments, from the icy tundras of the Arctic to the steamy jungles near the equator. This success is due to their remarkable ability to change and adjust to different conditions. They can find food almost anywhere and have developed keen senses to protect themselves from predators. Their quiet strength and ability to blend into their surroundings make them masters of survival. They are a perfect example of how wildlife can flourish when given a chance, showing us the power and elegance of evolution in action. They are a constant, gentle reminder of the wild heart that beats just beyond our cities and towns. Understanding deer helps us understand the delicate balance of nature itself. When we learn about their lives, we also learn about the health of our forests, the challenges of conservation, and our own role in the environment. Their populations can tell us a lot about the state of a particular habitat. Are there too many deer or too few? The answer to that question can reveal bigger issues at play. So, getting to know these animals isn't just a fun exercise in biology, it's a window into the interconnected web of life that we are all a part of. It's about recognizing the value of every single species and the importance of living in harmony with the wild creatures that share our planet. When you picture a deer, you probably think of a brownish animal with long legs and a white tail. And for many parts of the world like North America, you'd be right. The white-tailed deer is one of the most common species. But the deer family, called Cervidae, is incredibly diverse. There are over 50 different species around the globe, and they come in all shapes and sizes. The smallest is the southern pudu of South America, which is barely taller than a small dog. The largest is the massive moose, which can stand taller than a grown man at the shoulder and weigh over 1,500 pounds. That's a huge difference. Their coats also vary, from spotted patterns that provide camouflage to dark, thick fur for cold climates. One of the most amazing features of many male deer is their antlers. It's important to remember that antlers are not the same as horns. Horns, like those on a bighorn sheep, are permanent and keep growing throughout the animal's life. Antlers, however, are made of bone and are shed and regrown every single year. This incredible process is one of the fastest rates of tissue growth known in the animal kingdom. The new antlers start as soft, fuzzy nubs covered in a skin called velvet, which supplies them with blood and nutrients. As they grow, they harden into solid bone, and the velvet is rubbed off just in time for mating season, when males use them to compete for females. Let's not forget about their other specialized body parts. Deer have hooves, which are essentially hardened toenails that protect their feet. These hooves are split into two, which helps them walk confidently on all kinds of terrain, from rocky mountainsides to soft, muddy ground. Their long, powerful legs are built for speed and agility, allowing them to leap over obstacles and outrun predators like wolves, coyotes, and bears. A white-tailed deer can run up to 30 miles per hour and jump fences that are 8 feet high. Their bodies are perfectly designed for a life on the move, constantly alert and ready to flee from danger at a moment's notice. Their senses are also finely tuned for survival. A deer's large ears can rotate independently like radar dishes to pinpoint the source of the faintest sound. Their sense of smell is extraordinary. hundreds of times better than ours, allowing them to detect predators or find food from far away. And while they don't see color the same way we do, their eyes are excellent at detecting movement, especially in low-light conditions like dawn and dusk. This combination of sharp hearing, a powerful nose, and motion-sensitive vision makes them incredibly difficult to sneak up on. They are true masters of awareness, always tuned into the sights, sounds, and smells of the forest. So, what does a deer do all day? Well, they are most active during the twilight hours of dawn and dusk. This behavior is called being crepuscular. It's a clever strategy that helps them avoid both daytime predators and the dangers that hunt in the deep of night. During these times, you will often find them out in the open, grazing in fields or meadows. In the middle of the day, they usually retreat to a safe, sheltered area to rest and digest their food. This resting spot, called a bed, might be in a thicket of bushes or a patch of tall grass where they can stay hidden from view. They chew their cud, which is partially digested food that they bring back up from their stomach to chew again. Deer are herbivores, which means they only eat plants, but they aren't just grass eaters. They are known as browsers, which means they have a very diverse diet. They eat leaves, twigs, buds from trees and shrubs, nuts, fruits, and even mushrooms and lichens when they can find them. This varied appetite is one of the reasons they can live in so many different places. In the spring and summer, their diet is rich with tender green shoots and leaves. In the fall, they feast on acorns and other nuts to build up fat reserves for the winter. When winter arrives and food is scarce, they survive by eating woody twigs and bark. Their four-chambered stomach helps them digest these tough, fibrous materials. The social life of a deer changes with the seasons. For most of the year, females, called does, live in small family groups with their young from the current and previous years. These groups provide safety in numbers and allow the experienced does to teach the younger ones about the best feeding spots and how to avoid danger. Males, called bucks or stags, often live in small, separate bachelor groups or by themselves. This all changes during the autumn mating season, known as the rut. The bucks become much more aggressive, using their newly hardened antlers to fight each other for the right to mate with the does. It's a dramatic and intense time in the life of a deer. Communication is key to their survival and social structure. Deer use a combination of sounds, scents, and body language to talk to each other. They might stomp a hoof to signal danger or flick their white tail high in the air as a visual alarm to other deer that it's time to run. They also make a variety of noises, from the soft bleat of a fawn calling for its mother to a loud, startling snort when they sense a threat. Scent is also incredibly important. They leave their scent on branches using glands on their heads and legs, creating invisible messages for other deer that pass by. This complex system of communication helps them stay connected and safe in their wild world. Deer are true world travelers. You can find members of the deer family on every continent except for Antarctica and Australia. They have adapted to an incredible range of habitats, showcasing their amazing versatility. In the cold northern regions of Europe, Asia, and North America, you'll find species like the moose and the reindeer, which are also known as caribou. These animals are built for harsh winters, with thick coats, wide hooves that act like snowshoes, and the ability to find food buried under deep snow. They roam through vast boreal forests and open tundra, migrating long distances to follow the seasons and find enough to eat in these challenging environments. Moving to more temperate climates, you'll find species like the white-tailed deer in North America, the red deer in Europe, and the sea-cod deer in East Asia. These deer thrive in mixed woodlands, farmlands, and even suburban areas. These habitats offer a perfect mix of open spaces for feeding and dense forests for cover and protection. The success of species like the white-tailed deer is partly due to their ability to live alongside humans. They take advantage of the edge habitats we create, where forests meet fields, gardens, and parks. This adaptability has allowed their populations to flourish in many parts of the world, making them a familiar sight for millions of people. Even in the hot, humid tropics, deer have found a way to make a home. In the dense rainforests of South and Southeast Asia, you can find species like the sambar and the muntjac, also known as the barking deer for its distinctive call. These tropical deer are often smaller and more solitary, with adaptations for moving through thick undergrowth. Some have spotted coats that provide excellent camouflage in the dappled light of the jungle floor. They browse on a wide variety of tropical plants and fruits, playing their part in the complex web of life found in these incredibly diverse ecosystems. Their presence shows just how far and wide the deer family has spread across our planet. From high in the mountains to the edges of the sea, deer are there. The Andean deer of South America navigate the steep, rocky slopes of the Andes Mountains, while the tiny key deer of the Florida Keys in the United States lives in a unique island environment. Their ability to occupy so many different ecological niches is a testament to their evolutionary success. Each species is perfectly suited to its specific home, with a body, diet, and behavior shaped by the challenges and opportunities of its surroundings. This global distribution makes the deer family one of the most successful large mammal groups on Earth, and honestly, a true symbol of nature's adaptability. The relationship between humans and deer is ancient and complex, filled with both positive and negative interactions. For thousands of years, deer have been an important source of food, clothing, and tools for people all over the world. Their meat, or venison, provided essential protein, while their hides were used for shelter and clothing. Their bones and antlers were crafted into tools and ornaments. This deep connection is reflected in ancient cave paintings and folklore from cultures across the globe, where deer often symbolize grace, speed, and the wild spirit of nature. Today, hunting continues to be an important tradition and a key tool for managing deer populations in many areas. However, our modern world has created new challenges. As human communities expand into natural areas, we come into contact with deer more often. This can lead to problems like deer-eating gardens and agricultural crops, which can cause economic losses for farmers and frustration for homeowners. Car accidents involving deer are also a serious concern, especially in areas where roads cut through their natural habitat. These conflicts arise because we are increasingly sharing the same space. Finding ways to coexist peacefully is one of the major challenges in wildlife management today, requiring solutions like wildlife crossings and public education. Despite these challenges, deer play a crucial role in keeping our ecosystems healthy. As herbivores, they influence the types of plants that grow in a forest. Their browsing can clear out the understory, which can reduce the risk of intense wildfires and create space for new plants to grow. They are also an important food source for many predators, including wolves, mountain lions, and bears. By supporting these top predators, deer help maintain a balanced and resilient food web. Even after they die, their bodies return vital nutrients to the soil, enriching it for future generations of plants and animals. They are, in every sense, a keystone species. In the end, deer are a beautiful and important part of our natural heritage. They are a living link to the wildness that still surrounds us, a reminder of the intricate connections that tie all living things together. Whether we see them as a source of food, a garden pest, or a symbol of grace, their presence forces us to think about our own place in the natural world. Learning to appreciate and manage our relationship with these graceful wanderers is essential. By protecting their habitats and finding ways to live alongside them, we are not just saving a single species, we are helping to preserve the health and beauty of the entire planet for generations to come.